Alrighty guys, so day 90. We are out here getting our walk done through the morning time. So it's a little hazy out, a bit windy today. It's like 77 or so, 76. Definitely pretty humid though. I think it said like 87% humidity, so be thick, that swampy feeling. But hey, it is what it is. Car coming up behind us, but we are definitely tired. But we got arms to do today, walk later, and then tomorrow, rest day. Because that means we've completed our 90-day goal here of just working out every single day, doing our cardio every day, which turned into twice a day after the first week. And then we went from a chest and tris, back and bis, legs, to now we do chest, shoulders, back, arms, legs, and then we've got a nice big truck. But so we end up doing 5 miles a day in a walk, plus a hour to 2 hours basically of weightlifting every day. And man, it is without a doubt a very mentally challenging task to do that much physical activity for 90 days straight with no rest days. I could definitely tell my body's ready for some rest though. So I am definitely excited for that tomorrow. Then we'll decide if a second day will be required. But I'll do some posing and physique reveal stuff later today. And then depending upon how it looks, I might do it again tomorrow morning. So then it'll be after I've completed my full 90 days of what the physique has turned into. So, because I'm not quite sure how to do that. Is it, on day 90? Or I've completed 90 days, now this is what I look like. I think the second one there is a more accurate representation. So you would work out for the 90 days, and then on day 91, talk about what you've done, how you did it, what changes you need to make going into the future, and how your physique has progressed so far, where your weight started at, where it's currently at now, BMI, all that stuff. It is now 11 o'clock because the sprinklers just turned on. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on in, go eat, and I will bring you guys along for arms once I get on out there. Today is arm day. We day 90 here. I've gone ahead and warmed up on tri press downs, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. I've got to do 5 more sets of 20 reps at 50 pounds. which is our current working weight. So let's go ahead and get this first set of 20 knocked out here. And then we'll go ahead and get moved on. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Woo. All right. So I got 4 more of those to go ahead and knock out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those buttoned up here. And then when I go to move on to overhead tricep extensions, I'll bring you guys back along for those. And we'll just keep today moving. I'm excited. Today's day 90, which means tomorrow, possibly the day after, are going to end up being rest days. Tomorrow I get to do the whole physique update thing like we were talking about earlier. So I'm excited to see what the reaction is to that tomorrow. If it's going to end up being positive, negative. I mean, I'm still a little chunky. I've still got some flab in the gut. Still got them love handles in the back, but they are quite a bit smaller than they were when we started 90 days ago. And I've got a lot of things to talk about tomorrow on this, what I've done over the last 90 days, what I'm going to change for the next block. I think we'll do 60 days. Maybe just 30-day increments now, and we'll do a physique update every 30 days, as well as what we've learned over that 30 days, what we need to change over the next set, and so on this path of just getting leaner and overall stronger. So let me go ahead and get these done, and we'll move on. All right, so we're done with those first 5 sets of 20 for tri press downs. Now we get to move into overhead tricep extensions. Still at 50 pounds. We're going to go ahead and hit these also for 5 sets of 20. Just keep that big pump, big volume going. Except now we get to target more of the long head of the tricep. With the fact that we're getting the arms up and stretched. Oh. Woo! Holy cow. Man, those things feel like they're on fire. The pump after these is going to be silly. But it's what we want. Trying to get the most growth we can out of the triceps right now. Just really pushing on those things. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my next 4 sets of these. Then I'll move into single arm tricep extensions across the body, and we'll go ahead and bring you back along when I move on into those. Alrighty guys, so we finished up overheads. Now we're going to go ahead and knock out single arm tricep extensions, just kind of moving across the body. I like the way these feel. If I try to do them this way, single arm, I feel a lot of tension in my elbows and they end up kind of sore the next day. So I found out just coming across my body like this gives me that tricep stimulus and pump I'm looking for without all the elbow pain the next day. So probably just, fact I'm getting old, but is what it is, right? So So I'm going to do 4 more sets of 12 of those per arm, for 5 sets total. That'll finish up triceps. Then we'll go ahead and move into biceps for the day. So hang around, and I'll be right back for biceps. Now we're on to easy curl caber curls. I've gone ahead and warmed up at 20, 30, 40. Now I got 50 pounds on the pin. We got to do these for 5 sets at 20. That's what we are shooting for here. First set feels kind of rough, but that ain't no big deal. We'll definitely be able to get through 4 more sets of 20 on those. Curls always feel kind of rough, especially with my left arm ever since I broke it, but we've been over that. So we just kind of have to deal with this side being slightly weaker than this side, because this is a side that I could feel fatiguing and wanting to give up, but that is okay. Shortly enough, this little guy will catch up to this other little guy. So that is all we are trying to do. Just get the arms rebalanced out. It's one tricep and one biceps bigger than the other one. You guys can try to guess which is which, but ain't no big deal. We'll get there. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out my next 4 sets on here. Then we'll go ahead and move into the next bicep movement. And then yeah, I'll see you guys here in a couple minutes. Now that we've gone ahead and done our easy curls with the normal grip, palms up, we're gonna go ahead and switch over now to pronated curls, so palms down, with a slightly closer grip. Still with the easy curl bar. We go down from 50 pounds to 40 pounds for these. We're still shooting for 5 sets of 15 to 20 reps. It's going to be super hard. Biceps are pretty fatigued already. Overall, a little down on energy already because we did triceps first. So the biceps kind of suffer right now from that. But we still shoot to finish in the same rep ranges. We just might have to drop the weight a little bit. Oh. Boy, oh boy. You can really feel the brachialis coming in, getting pumped up on these inside of this position here, along with a lot of the lower section here, the bicep, just getting a lot more attention placed upon it, and whew, I like it. I like them. It gives a really solid pump feel, and it's really going to help the growth of the bicep. And also, at the same time, helping this chunkier forearm, the brachialis, really develop and kind of match the growth of that bicep there. So then you end up with that real solid forearm going into the big upper arm. Because it does always look funny, guys who have like big biceps and triceps, but then their forearms are like little twigs. So you want to try to make sure you're getting that forearm work in if you need to be. And also just overall, it helps strengthen your wrists, it helps strengthen your grip, So it's not a downside at all to have to work your forearms or want to work your forearms. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and knock out my next 4 sets of these. Then we're gonna go into dumbbell hammer curls. Did those last week with 25 pounds. So we'll go ahead and hit those again at 25. And then we'll be out of here today. So, I'll be right back here in a moment for hammer curls. I've finished up pronated curls. Arms feel toast. I feel toast. Even though we're still working and getting more and more blood pushed into the muscle, I can definitely feel the pump fading off. That's definitely going to be caused from the fact I've been in fairly large deficit for the most part for like the last 30 days. So I've definitely can feel the fatigue of just energy levels from dieting, the constant working out, no rest, and the central nervous system itself is cooked. Like, I can feel the muscles as they're like engaging to be like almost like they're already fatigued before I've even started. So for me, that's always been a sign that the mind muscle connection is kind of toast, just from constantly just pushing and pushing and pushing, especially on like the heavy compound lifts. It adds up. Like, you may not feel super fatigued, the first few weeks, or even like, the first month and a half, maybe 2 months of just constantly pushing it heavier and heavier and heavier without rest days. But eventually you kind of like slam into a wall. And I've reached that point probably about 10, 11 days ago, where every exercise now has been super hard for me to get through. It's really fatiguing. The pumps, like, they come on really fast, but then they just fall off. So definitely looking forward to rest day tomorrow. Gotta let the body start to recover some. I'm still gonna do a little bit of cardio in the morning, but probably about half of my morning normal walk, which is 2.5 miles, I'll probably do like a mile, maybe a mile and a quarter, as I think is what it'll work out to. So that'll help a lot there. But then also too, I'm allow my calories to come back up a little bit for the next like week or so, and go back into like maintenance, just to try to stay right around where I am right now. And then after my 1 or 2 rest days, I'll go ahead and just take it super light, 50% on like just the compound lifts and like 1 accessory movement, just so that way we get a little blood moving, but we're not actually like demanding a big load on the central nervous system, or are we demanding a big load on the muscle. So that way everything can recover over a week, but we'll just be a little bit active, is the way I like to try to do it. So then we'll be able to come back in and start hitting it again. So I'll talk a lot more about that tomorrow and my thought process behind that and why. But for now, we've got hammer curls. Man, these things already feel heavy. Haven't even done a rep yet. Alright, so I've got 4 more sets of those to do, and then I'll be on out of here for the day. Gotta go do my second walk. Maybe I'll do a bike ride tonight instead of the second walk. So, but either way, gotta go do some more cardio tonight. So with that, make sure you guys are out there, you're getting it done, you're putting in the work, you're working towards your goals. Most of all, don't be a lazy fuck.